In the quiet town of Asheville, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, a peculiar legend lingered among the locals. It was a tale whispered in hushed tones, shared only among those who dared to believe in the supernatural. It was the legend of the Black-Eyed Children. The Black-Eyed Children were said to appear like any other children, innocent and unassuming. They would approach unsuspecting residents, their faces obscured by the shadows of the night, and ask for a simple favor to be invited inside. No one knew why they sought entry into homes or vehicles, nor did they understand the consequences of refusing them. But one thing was certain: those who encountered them would never be the same again. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the sleepy town, Lisa Wilson drove home from a late shift at the hospital. Her mind was weary, her body exhausted, longing for the comfort of her cozy home and the embrace of her bed. As she turned onto her street, she noticed two figures standing by the side of the road. Two children, a boy and a girl, no older than 7 or 8, their faces obscured by the fading light. Lisa's heart went out to them. She slowed her car and rolled down her window. "Are you two lost?" she asked, her voice soft and gentle. The children looked up at her, their eyes piercing through the darkness. Lisa gasped. Their eyes were pure black, from lid to lid, devoid of any color or emotion. "We're lost," the boy said, his voice strangely monotone. "Can you help us? We need to find our way home." Lisa's instincts told her to drive away, to leave these strange children behind. But something held her back, a sense of duty, perhaps, or an unexplainable curiosity. "Get in," Lisa said, unlocking the doors. "I'll take you home." As the children sat in the back seat, Lisa stole glances at them through the rearview mirror. Their eyes never wavered, staring straight ahead with an intensity that sent shivers down her spine. "Where do you live?" Lisa asked, trying to break the silence. "Keep driving," the girl replied, her voice cold and distant. "We'll tell you when to stop." Unease gnawed at Lisa's insides, but she obeyed, driving further and further from town, deeper into the dark, unknown territory. Finally, the girl spoke again. "Stop here," she said, pointing to a secluded house at the edge of the woods. Lisa hesitated. The house looked abandoned, its windows boarded up, its doors hanging off their hinges. But before she could protest, the children were already out of the car, standing at the foot of the porch stairs. "Come inside," the boy said, his voice echoing in the silence. "We have something to show you." Against her better judgment, Lisa followed the children inside. The interior was dark and musty, the air thick with the scent of decay. She could hear whispers, faint and indistinct, swirling around her like a sinister melody. "Where are your parents?" Lisa asked, her voice trembling. "They're not here," the girl replied, leading Lisa through the hallway to a door at the end of the corridor. "But they're waiting for you." Lisa pushed open the door, revealing a room bathed in an eerie, flickering light. In the center of the room stood a mirror, its surface reflecting back a distorted image of Lisa's own pale, terrified face. "Look into the mirror," the boy said, his voice echoing in the silence. "See the truth behind the legend." Lisa approached the mirror, her heart pounding in her chest. As she gazed into her own reflection, the image began to shift and change, revealing a truth she could never have imagined. In the mirror, Lisa saw herself surrounded by the Black-Eyed Children, their black eyes staring back at her with an intensity that sent chills down her spine. She saw herself trapped in a world of darkness, where time stood still and reality twisted and warped. With a cry of horror, Lisa stumbled back from the mirror, tripping over her own feet and falling to the floor. The room spun around her, the whispers growing louder and more insistent. "You belong to us now," the children chanted, their voices merging into a haunting chorus. "You invited us in, and now you are ours." When Lisa woke, she found herself lying on the cold, hard floor of the abandoned house. The sun was rising, casting a warm glow over the desolate landscape outside. Shaken but alive, Lisa stumbled to her feet and ran from the house, never looking back. She knew she had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death, a fate that awaited those who dared to invite the Black-Eyed Children into their lives. From that day on, Lisa lived with the knowledge that the supernatural was real, that there were forces beyond her understanding lurking in the shadows, waiting for their next victim. And as she drove back to town, the memory of the Black-Eyed Children burned in her mind, a reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of reality, waiting to claim its next unsuspecting victim.